Welcome to another edition of Nikki B and Friends, episode 41. Yay!
Yay!
Hello, friends. What's going on?
Good. Not much.
How's everybody week going? What's up with you, Coach?
Man, our week is good. It's just those summertime vibes where life just seems a lot more optimistic type of thing. And like just all the good energy and all that. Like that's just what I've been feeling this week. I feel real good.
Oh, you need to send some of that this way.
Yeah, I'm sending it.
Send some good energy this way. What's going on with you, Dee Dee?
Not much. Trying to stay focused at work. I done thought it was 18 different things I was to do versus the things I need to do.
Man, listen.
That's how it go.
Man.
There you go. I see you posted all up on Facebook working out.
Oh, yeah, Lord Jesus. So the reason I post is because if you post that hashtag, they donate. Because I never would post. Only reason I do it.
What if they donating to Trump's wall? Who they donating to?
No, it's plant a tree. And they say put a brick in.
Right. You don't even know it might be going towards their wall.
No, but little racist kids is raising all type of funds for that wall now. Did y'all see like the little kid that had like, I want to say it was like a lemonade stand? Mm-hmm. He earned like so much money.
Mm-hmm. He getting like tore off. Like, yeah.
Okay. Could y'all wait till we start the show? It's the news.
Oh,
episode.
We just throwing out fun facts. You know, it's news all episode.
Right?
I ain't seen it though. Yeah. I haven't. Sorry. See, I'm still coughing a little.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's about to be news for real.
I'm still coughing and stuff. Yeah. Like
Nick.
Yeah, reporting live.
Y'all
from Chicago, they gonna think she got capped on for at least 2 hours.
That's how it go down. But okay, the little boy had a lemonade stand.
Yeah,
he was selling lemonade for the kids because they treated like prisoners. They're marched.
Oh, he was trying to help the kids. No. I thought you meant trying to help the wall.
No, he was trying to help the wall. The little boy in Alabama.
I never seen that one then.
No, yeah, it was a little boy in Alabama.
Yeah, well.
And he was like selling like lemonade or something like that to raise money for the wall, and he made a killing.
Wow. I hope his wife is Hispanic. But carry on.
That just shows how many people, that's why, people be trying to figure out, besides people hacking in and, with the election, but most of that was ran off of hate. And there's just a lot of hateful people in this world. We all know them.
And teaching kids.
Work with them.
That little boy was like 12. And he was out there trying to raise money for that wall. Like that's something that he was taught.
Mm-hmm. I mean, where else she learn it from?
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that when a police officer tell anybody to stop and that person don't stop, they should just kill them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What if they deaf? They don't even hear you.
Yeah, like
and it's funny that you say that because he deaf in one ear.
That's funny.
I ain't even lying. Deaf in one ear, and he had the nerve to say that.
No, because like anybody who has that mentality, like we first have to get you to a point where you value human life before I can even tell you why your ideology is wrong.
Right. Exactly. But his cholesterol, he's one burger away, so he don't care nothing about his life.
He ain't got his ear to the streets.
Not the one that can hear.
Yeah, not the one that can hear.
Right.
And probably got his tail beat for saying something out of hand. That's probably why he can't hear out of that ear. That's probably it. So my week has been interesting, to say the least. And I just leave it at that. Just an interesting.
Move on.
You're right. Just
Yes.
interesting, busy week. So we will move along and we will go to our sponsor. We'll do that before we do your thing. So thank you. Leet Buds is our sponsor for today, and they are AirPods, some very good AirPods. Some of us are using them now for the show. And if you use the promotion code GMW, you will receive use that promo code for a discount. So Leet Buds, LEETBUDS. Check them out. Order yours. Make sure you use that promo code GMW to get a special discount. Thank you for sponsoring episode 41.
Straight up.
Next up, we got Dee Dee's public service announcement.
All right.
And it better be hot like this weather.
Man, I wish. So, ladies, if you're over the age of 30 and you wear a size 0 and you happen to eat a Big Mac, so now your pants are a little snug, don't start hollering out, look, I'm thick now. No. No. I can't stand for somebody to walk up to me. You know, see anything different? No, what you talking about? My breasts, my hips. You still look like a 11. What are you talking about? I don't get it. Women are so small, but they always talk about, I'm thick now. You gained 5 pounds. You still a size 0. What the heck? I don't understand that concept at all. But anyway, maybe because I'm already thick. Booty shots with hashtag thick thighs says live. No! 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 Your thighs aren't even touching.
Thick thighs save lives.
I'm serious, but I'm going to say these 3 ways to let you know I'm talking about you.
Okay.
You're 30 years old, but you can still wear all the clothes at Justice. I'm talking about you. You can still wear all the clothes that you had in junior high. Your stonewashed jeans still fit you just right. I'm talking about you. And lastly, but definitely not least, from behind, you look like a 12-year-old boy. Public service announcement.
Yeah, she don't even stand a chance.
Right, you mean she ain't thick? She
Man.
ain't thick then?
I was like, thick? Thick where?
Yeah, she ain't even skinny at that point. Like,
like, what you doing here? We was at Justice. That was the thing. We was at Justice. Disgusting. And I'm thinking she's buying stuff for her daughter. Her daughter is about the same size as her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she goes, that's look cute on me. Okay, here's the thing. Just because it comes in a size that you think you can wear doesn't mean you should wear it. Justice clothes ain't made for boobs and hips.
It's not.
You know what I mean? They like little girl clothes.
Right.
Dude, I'm hip on that. Come on.
No, I only ever seen somebody that skinny maybe one time in my life. And it was like my girlfriend at the time, friend. And like she would try to like flirt with me. And they'll be like, this ain't even happening. And I cheat. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't happening.
What you say? You prone to do it?
Yeah, I ain't doing this.
You got the tendency.
You gotta, you get them in the situations you hold on to. You'd be like, baby, you need to watch your friend because I ain't even like that.
That's how you prove your loyalty, right?
Yeah, I ain't like that. We ain't gonna do that here.
I used to be that skin. Oh yeah, but you said a certain age. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, used to be.
Right. Even after you had your first son, you were still skinny.
Yeah.
But you still had hips and booty.
But she's skinny. Well, Nikki's skinny again now, though.
I know, but she ain't skinny 88, 89. You was super skinny.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
You missed one meal. I start worrying.
What's so funny is, just to throw this in, I remember I worked at the bank in the proof department, and they ended up telling me that just bathroom, and people go bathroom at different times. So it's always somebody in the bathroom, especially when you work with a lot of women.
Oh yeah.
But they end up telling me that it was some of them purposely going in the bathroom because they thought I was anorexic. So they were trying to see if I was going up because I ate, you know what I mean? So they were trying to see if I was. I'm like, really?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Your knuckles are straight and your teeth is too nice for that.
Yeah, for real. I used to be skinny. I used to be real skinny.
You did.
I used to be real skinny.
Man, he's so diesel now. Look like he just got out.
That's all I get now.
Like, you going to work or a halfway house? Because wait a minute.
I'm like, my nana, she asked me, was I doing steroids?
No.
Because the first time, she was like, you doing steroids? I'm like, nah, I've been working out. Because I started in the winter time, so of course you're only seeing me in hoodies and stuff. It's not nothing you can notice until now. And then when she seen me again, because I knew she was for real when she brought it up the second and third time.
Yeah.
Only your nana though would say that.
Steroids? And I'm like, nah. So then I went downstairs to say goodbye to her, and she was like, nah, if you don't mess with them steroids, you need to stop because they mess with your thing.
Only your nana. Only your nana.
I'm like, nah.
Real.
I swear y'all got a relationship like nobody else. The stuff they talk about is just crazy.
No, because like she gave me so much insight. Like the older I get, because like you only, especially like my nana was probably maybe 40 when I was born, so you only know them as an older person. Mm-hmm. Like, but you don't never think like, man, if I take off like 30, 40 years of my nana, like my nana could have been like a fast B. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never think like that. Like, man, like, I think it could have been like that woman that you wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
It's like, you never think like that. Like, man, like, my mom, my grandma, like, she was really doing dudes foul out here. Like, I probably would have wanted to fight her, too. I need to hear granddad perspective.
That's how it happened, Pops.
Yeah, because
when you see some old pictures and stuff, and they be so pretty, and then she shares a lot of stuff. So
she'll be like, like
fast in the picture.
She'll be like, like we'll like me and my husband will get into it. I'll just not say nothing. I'll just go to the bar, and they ain't got cell phones. I'm like, at that time, I'm like, that would piss me off. if my old lady did me like that. Like, girl, whatever. Forget this. I'm out. Watch the baby. Like, nah. I can see why it maybe got a little physical. I'm a little more understanding now.
No, that's too funny.
Yeah.
Oh, this episode is the last episode of the month, and this is where we talk about entertainment or just news, period. So I'll start. My first story is congratulations to Kobe Bryant on his fourth daughter, Capri Kobe Bryant. She was born today. And no, she's not mine.
Man, like he is breaking his neck to have a boy.
I know, but you know what? I kind of respect him because so many other athletes like LeBron, them, they paying and pulling certain eggs to get what they want. You know what I mean? He just shooting, and if it's a girl, it's a girl, and he not paying all that money, to get to get a boy. So he getting girls.
Yeah. Because that'll be too much pressure if he had a son.
Oh, yes.
Like, to just be like a super athlete. Like, look at LeBron James' son.
Yeah.
Like, he was getting recruited at 9. Like, I remember he said, like, why do you go by Bronny? And he was like, because I don't want people to relate me to my dad. And it's like, dude, your name is LeBron James Jr. It's kind of hard, to avoid that one.
Yeah, it is.
Literally, your name is.
Especially when he had all of the games and coaching all at the side, because I seen that this week. People was complaining about that.
Please.
So,
don't be a hater. Y'all got the luck of the draw.
And usually from sports come a lot of like look at the Currys. All of them played. The mama played sports in college. The sister.
Yeah.
Both brothers made the NBA.
They was destined. I mean, just kind of like Shaq's kids. They giants.
Yeah, they are.
None of them took after Shawnee.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess what? You know they playing basketball.
Mm-hmm. Is that one playing again who had the surgery, the heart
Yeah.
surgery? He back to playing.
He playing again. Even the kids Shaq had with other women outside of Shawnee. Like they play basketball too. Like his daughters are real good at basketball.
They better.
I didn't know he had no kids outside of Shawnee.
Yeah, because he had kids before him and Shawnee met.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yep, he had his daughters.
Yep.
And then he had his sons with Shawnee.
Oh, okay. Never knew that.
Yeah.
So speaking of athletes, what about the whole article with Lala only taking Carmelo Anthony back if he don't have a relationship with his daughter that he had outside their marriage?
I'm putting the F on foolishness. Nah.
What? I don't believe that.
I'm hoping that's a rumor.
No, but on top of that part, did y'all see that they caught him on like a yacht with like another woman on her birthday? And he was like, it was more than, it was a whole bunch of people on this yacht. Like that woman married. It wasn't on here by ourselves.
But you went with her.
Yeah, but you ain't with your wife on her birthday.
Exactly.
And you just laid out on the front of a yacht with somebody in a bikini.
Come on.
It just don't look good, bruh.
Nah.
And you known for cheating at this point?
Right.
Like as soon as you have a baby, like that's when you known for cheating. Yeah. You're a cheater.
Yeah. Oh, you mean that dude that cheated? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had babies. Outside the home. That will be hard, but anybody who need it, they should look at Rashida and Kurt on Love and Hip Hop. How she accepting Lil Carter.
She's the best. I'm sorry. There's no way. I've loved some people, but I'm going to tell you right now, we in a full-blown marriage. We cool. Ain't nothing going on. We ain't separated. We ain't talk about being second. We sleep in the same bed. And all of a sudden, a whole full child appears? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm packing.
That happened to me before.
Say what?
Somebody I was dating, they
No, married.
Oh, okay.
No, but go ahead and tell your story though.
Yeah, they ended up told me, that somebody was pregnant, and then tried to get down on one knee, but I love you and want to be with you, and had a ring and all of that, and I'm like, no, we're done. And then on top of all of that, the funniest part, why was the baby not his when the DNA test came back?
Oh.
Yeah, he should at least got the DNA test first before he even said
paused that.
Before he said something, something. No, you say something. No, because he thought that thought that she was probably faithful. But what's even funnier is we broke up over one kid, but the girl was smart. She was slick. She was smart enough to get pregnant before her 6 weeks was up. She was pregnant again. And that one, of course, was his.
Wow.
Man, like girls really be like messing around out here, like before they 6 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Like before we started the show, I was talking to my homegirl and her little cousin, and like she just had her baby 2 weeks ago. And like she already like out here.
Remember back in the day, you couldn't leave the house with your...
Yeah, it's not even her baby daddy who she messing around with though.
Oh, come on.
You ain't even got the stitches off, and you don't even care that she ain't got the stitches off.
Right, they dissolved.
Yeah, you know they ain't dissolved after 2 weeks with a first child.
The steri strips and everything. No, man, no.
Different strokes, different folks. How many weeks you say? 2?
2.
Yeah. She still got bloating.
Baby can't even open up the eyes after 2 weeks.
Not a puppy.
The baby still look like the dad by default. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those.
He's brown with a bald head. He's so is
he. That's sad. People doing anything these days. These days is just really
anything with anybody. That's the part that's getting me.
Yeah, I ended up posting about what I say. it just seemed, and I say this, I think I've said it on the show a couple of times. It's just too much role reversal going on for me.
Yeah.
And you know who I really can't stand?
Who?
The dude who go back and forth between go to a baby mama, then want to be messing around with his baby mama, but acting like he then moved on.
Right.
And get married and still messing with a baby mama.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Get pregnant again.
Right. I remember, I won't even say no names, but I remember this couple act like they hated each other. They had a baby together, act like they hated each other. And his girlfriend or whatever, watching the kid, and they together.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, and she found out. And we was all like, that's a lie, because like they hate each other, but nope, that's how they played it off.
That's how you wake up with a pillow over your face. Fastest way.
And seeing the darkness, your last breath of darkness under the pillow. How did you get those scratches, Dee Dee?
We got a cat.
All right. What news story you guys got? Let's rotate them around.
What you got?
And nobody bring up Jussie Smollett, please.
Dang.
Oh, dang.
Well, yeah, but I feel like
I know both of y'all had it down. Nope.
That's two of mine.
Yeah.
So there was a story about this baby found in the woods. So a couple heard an animal, like how cats be in heat and they cry.
Mm-hmm. Is this a bad work joke?
Say what?
I said, is this a bad work joke?
No, this is a literally legit.
Okay.
In Atlanta, and in some woods, and so they were out there with flashlights trying to find it, and the child that was with them, like 8, said, "No, that's a baby." They called the police. The police came. They ended up showing the footage from the cops' body cam.
Mm-hmm.
The baby was tied up in a grocery bag. Not how you knot your trash before you throw it out. Knotted up like that. And the baby was still crying when he got to it. He opened the bag. The baby was only like an hour old. It had the umbilical cord, everything was still on the baby. And they just threw it in the woods. His voice was like he was about to cry. His voice was shaking when he was like, "Oh my gosh, it's a baby."
Why? Because they came out with isn't that law everywhere that you could drop the baby off at the fire station?
Federal law, no questions.
No question, right?
Yep.
And somebody still would do that. That's somebody who's young and probably hadn't told their mom. Remember when that happened in Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
And that dog ended up digging up the baby.
Yes. Yep, but the baby had been out there for at least an hour. His body temp was super low. She was screaming.
How the baby doing?
Fine. She in the hospital. They got her in foster care, of course. But of course, everybody and their mama want to adopt her. But yep, they thought it was an animal. So a couple that lived like behind the woods could hear the baby crying because there was nothing else going on in the woods but that.
Did they have a teenage daughter?
No, their daughter. They said their child, 8 years old, whatever her name was. Yeah, I'm hoping it wasn't theirs, unless the mama did it. Stinking half. I know that was you.
That's
Daddy, he do got a vasectomy.
Right. He looked like Carl the mailman. But yeah,
that's so sad.
Pathetic. That's like I can't even imagine.
They ain't showed the little baby face, did they?
They did. Because his body camera was like rolling when he did it. Because he walked up on the bag, you can see the bag, and you can see it moving.
What he look like?
Cute little baby. I'm gonna send you the picture. Cute little girl. Yep. Can't tell the nationality, okay. But it's a cute little baby, and she was just arms and legs just flailing.
Did she have hair?
Yep. Thick black hair.
Damn.
It's a cute little baby.
Who would do that?
In the woods, though? You ain't passing a fire station on the way to the woods? Come on.
Or church or hospital.
Yeah.
All these places you could drop the baby off with no question asked, and you do that. And they normally can trace it back, and then you get in trouble, right?
But that's if the person's DNA is in the
file.
system. So you have to have been already in jail.
Oh, see, that's why people better stop that ancestry stuff. That's why I ain't doing mine.
You got some kids you want to tell me about?
Nope, because I don't want nobody looking for me. They say I'm your sister. No, it don't.
No.
Mm-mm.
My hope is the mother that had the baby, I hope she don't stop bleeding until she tell the truth.
Imagine the dad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dad probably don't know. There's no way two
first
people.
Yeah, you gotta think something that stupid usually involves two people.
Probably her and her cousin.
You know what I'm saying?
On SVU.
Yeah,
exactly. So you gotta think. He started off. He didn't. He was denying that it was his baby when he first found out. Then he was like, "Okay, I got $500 and I give you a ride. You just gotta go." That don't work out. She keep it longer than that. Then she had a baby and she like, "I'm about to just get rid of it," or she'd be like, "We about to just throw it out in the woods." You be down for that, and then the baby's still here.
Right. Baby gonna be.
Why wouldn't you get a baby up for adoption?
Just be a dad, man. Just be a dad at this point.
Right.
Oh, that break my heart. What you got, Coach? I hope they do too. And press charges. What you got, Coach?
Okay. Mine ain't nearly as heavy. Like,
sorry.
Man.
Yeah, we don't need nothing else that heavy.
Yeah, at all.
Then the baby in the bag, tied up.
But it was so incredible. You don't get to see that. That's not like an everyday occurrence. And I think it was a miracle. Baby was living.
Yeah, that's how we'll look at it. Yeah. Go ahead, Coach.
Okay, so do y'all remember the Kanye West song, the Through the Wire, like his first big song?
Yeah.
Like, so y'all know that was like a Shaka Khan sample.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Shaka Khan. It was for her song Through the Fire.
Through the Fire, right? Yeah.
We old enough.
Yeah, she actually just finally came out and said that she actually hated that song.
No.
Why?
Yeah. Because well, first she said that
Kanye hated the remake or hated the Through the Fire.
Through the remake that Kanye did.
Okay.
Because what happened is that she said that Kanye called her when his mouth was still wired shut. He was just like you was my inspiration. Your song Through the Fire was my inspiration to get through this. You know, through the accident and my rehab, and like my mouth is still wired shut, but I would still just really like to use your sample for the song. And she was like, "Yeah, of course." Until it came out, and then she was like, "What is this?" Because she said she didn't like her voice sounded like a chipmunk.
Yeah,
it was like it felt disrespectful. She said if she would have knew he would have did that, then she would have been like, "Hell no, like there's no way."
You know she wouldn't have, because she would have needed the money. Because she
no. And the thing is, I thought back when she did that, I was like, man, people so fake, because when the song was out, she even performed it with him.
Sure.
See what I mean?
Yeah, when people start acting crazy, that's when it's like, nah, I ain't never rock with dude.
Well, she phony anyway, because she used to be one of my mom's very good friends in high school. They went to high school together, and she still owes my cousin Bunny money because like Bunny made all of her hats for her first concert, and she didn't pay her.
Yeah,
but she ain't broke by no means.
You don't know that.
As much drugs as she do, every time you watch her in song, she the one who introduced them to drugs.
However, her net worth is $30 million.
They want a song where they said Shaka Khan introduced somebody.
Shaka gave me my first.
Mickey Howard. You ain't see the Mickey Howard movie in her own song? Yeah. Oh my God, it was deep. Okay, and then it was what was that guy name? Older. I'ma get it, but I'm telling you, they always say that.
Oh, yeah, something that we never talked about on the show. We never talked about the guy from After 7 passing away.
I didn't know.
Yeah, Melvin Edmonds, Babyface brother, he passed away.
I didn't know that.
Which one? The one that looked like Babyface, or the light skin one?
The one with the long nose.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that kind of, okay.
He was actually on cocaine.
Straight up?
Yeah.
Is that what killed him?
It helped because he was doing coke for so long.
Mm-hmm.
That just wore his body down.
Literally.
But that's just like, you know,
like
that's just like Tony Braxton's niece.
Is that what happened to her?
They found out that's the reason that she died. It was cocaine and fentanyl.
I know they said she has some kind of heart thing, but TMZ posted that, but they removed it real quick about T.I.'s sister.
Oh. Yeah,
saying that she had enough in her system to start that, but T.I. did this video to them that they took it down and changed it so quick that you had to look, but it was sad, and just how it worked, because he puts that out there. Now, how often does TMZ take anything down?
Right.
They take it down, but you go to the African American little shade rooms and stuff, and then they got the article. It's like, why did y'all have to repost? Why did y'all have to post what the article said?
Right. Should have left it where it was. Deleted.
Yeah, because when they rewrote it, they went in and really made it a good article. And he has stopped, and talked to them and, all of that stuff. But, people just have to think before. They be so busy trying to get this news out that they don't be thinking about the families and how many people are affected by it.
Yeah, and she's not a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't even a celebrity to be reporting this on, and cocaine is not a cause of death.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? It would be whatever. Like, if she had a seizure, it would have been cause of death seizure.
Brought on
overdose. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be like...
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Her asthma. Because remember, it was her asthma.
Oh, yeah, she did have bad asthma.
Yeah. Right. But it's just like, her daughter may not have known that and want to hear that.
The part.
The kids didn't know.
Right. So it's like, why, like Lil Major, who having the roughest time with her being gone, like, why y'all got to do that?
Doing too much.
Trying to be first.
Yep.
The news and some people act just as bad as the news with Facebook.
Yeah.
They do that same thing.
Sorry to hear about your loss. Who died?
Right.
You don't even know.
All right. So my next thing that was in the news was, Jada had, good. This will take me to something else. Just remind me of something else. But anyway, we all know that Jada got that little red talk table, her mom and her daughter. Mm-hmm. And then she does an episode and she talks about herself having a threesome when she was young. Would you be at the table having a talk with your daughter about having a threesome?
No.
No, Jada was saying it. That she had one.
I could with my kids.
You know what, Coach? I'm not going to let that happen to them babies.
I could, man.
No, Coach.
Why wouldn't you?
Because that's something that you experienced, something you did. Some things don't need to be... No.
Well, what if y'all just close like that, though? Because, like, it's not like...
Me and my Nana, we had talked about
me and my Nana talk about, like, some wild stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I know you guys do, but it's just some stuff.
Me and my son was... when he was, teenager, Willow's age, we ace booms. We talked about everything all the time. I never wanted to hear that from him. And I'm sure he didn't want me to date nobody. So, good and doggone well, he don't want to hear about my sexual
I was never that kid. Like, I wanted my mom to go on dates. Like, I went the house to myself.
You should have switched up because my son was the biggest hater. Oh, my God.
Do you think?
So we'll disagree to disagree. People had different ways of parenting because they figured they could share everything. But I don't know if that's something that I would share. But it takes me to my next story because, of course, I, like so many others, because if you weren't watching the BET Awards, you was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, because this was the episode where they threw Jordan Sparks on what's her name? Jordan
Woods.
Oh,
I want to say
under the bus. Right. Not Sparks. Woods. Sorry. Threw her under the bus. I mean, and when they showing the pictures of her, they showing all of these old pictures, where she looks terrible on them. You know what I mean? Before she lost weight. I guess I didn't realize at one time she was a bigger girl. They showed that, and then Kim had the nerves to say, really? I can't believe she did that when Chloe is taking care of her whole family. By her working for her. First of all, don't try to act like this girl, daddy. That girl came from money. They wouldn't have been in the same circle.
Thank you.
That's how they met. You can't tell me her daddy been doing this production and all of this, and they ain't got no insurance policy. They acting, they might as well holler out, we did a GoFundMe for her or something, They just made her out to be this terrible person. She was a liar. And then Kendall has the nerves to say, I just told her, I just can't even look at you the same right now. Like, I don't know if I can trust you. What? Didn't you know Black China when you started sleeping with Tiger? And like all of them have and it's so funny because somebody tweeted, which I found interesting. They said, the agony of karma. Chloe gets Tristan when Jordan is pregnant. His son's mother name is Jordan too.
Oh, I'm gonna say what?
And then Jordan breaks up her and Tristan, which her and Tristan was already broke up.
Right.
So now they done made this into a 2-part finale. All next week is about Jordan again. And they show the preview, and Kim says, I'm just so sick of these bees trying to take our man.
What?
I'm like, where Amber Rose, Black China? Could you ladies come forward? They even said that Travis Scott was with somebody else when Kendall got with him.
Kylie.
Kylie. Could y'all come forward, please? They tired of people taking their man, and they go around sleeping with people, man, and taking care of them and buying them cars and all of this stuff.
Enticing them. Making them crazy.
Right. Making Lamar Odom that chocolate cake. Chris making him that chocolate cake every week, I still say had some type of potion to it. Oh, man, and their mama ain't even, she slept with OJ.
Yeah, okay, that was before. That was before.
Yeah, way before.
But I'm saying, where you think they got it from? Kim said in her interview she been having sex since she was 12 and her mama knew it.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
So that's how it go down.
No, I think it's fake. That's just me. That's just the conspiracy theorist in me that this whole Tristan and Jordan thing. I just think it's all fake because it's too, for something so messy, it's working out too clean.
Right.
Is that true?
No, just I think the show had its lowest ratings up to that point, and now since this happened, they didn't renewed. You know what I'm saying? You got to think for a family to be wrecked. Tristan really ain't facing no backlash. Chloe is doing fine, and Jordan is bigger than ever now.
Yeah,
for her to have done dirt, this is too clean.
For it to
end an outcome for something to be so dirty.
So you don't think it's because of her doing that interview?
No.
With Jada, and then people just taking her side because they sick of the Kardashians.
Well, you gotta think that could. You gotta think it's all propaganda. So who wouldn't take on that interview? And then you're gonna have an interview. It don't matter how genuine you feel with people. If somebody got an opportunity where this is gonna be the biggest episode for me, yeah, come on, I'll be a part of this game too. Because it don't take no work to go in front of a camera. I don't know what happened. I was just at a party.
Right. But they telling a whole different story that Tristan admitted that they messed around, and you guys gotta go back and watch it. It's actually
and like I said,
kind of funny.
Yeah, like I said, for Tristan to be this dirt dude who just did this and with the show out, Tristan ain't facing no backlash.
Right.
Because you know what, and that's what she said. She said, and Matt, pretty much the whole family said it because Kim, don't like him anyway, and you know, they was like, I expect that from him because he dirty, you know. But her, she's family.
Right.
We fed her. And
what
then,
the hell?
you know,
She wasn't homeless?
then Kylie got her. She got up that morning and she was smiling. She came home at 7. She didn't get up that early.
You know, that's all fake. It's propaganda.
Yeah, I have to agree with Coach on that one.
Y'all think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it.
Anybody get their butt whipped.
But I feel like because the Smiths got involved, that they bagged up from the regular, you know, trying to bury somebody and making their life a lot harder, that they bagged off from what they normally do.
I think the Smiths are actors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Living the act.
Like, these are Hollywood actors, man, celebrities. Like, there's no way. As tight as all of us are, if you got I'll be like, okay, we'll use D for example. Let's say if your son end up cheating on his wife and he want to clear his name, and we know a lot of people gonna tune in, we like, nah, you ain't gonna bring that on here.
Right.
We're gonna be like, we got a special guest, y'all. Brother, tell your story. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who's gonna turn down just that type of publicity?
Yeah.
Because
I'm not saying that she didn't,
and they just like, we're just gonna do it right here.
Right, because I mean that Red Table Talk, you know, got the most viewers that it had ever gotten.
Yeah.
But I just still think that I don't think that it's all a publicity stunt.
Yeah, you know.
But you'll be surprised because Jesse doing good. Jesse.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Coach said, what up? He said, what up, Coach?
What's he doing? Washing the dishes?
Tell him I know it's hot.
He's studying his script.
Yeah, tell him I know it's hot. That's hot as hell with that noose around his neck and his weather. Tell him take it off one time. You gotta breathe, brother.
You think he's still walking around with that on? Nope.
Yeah,
he in there in a counseling service.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Therapists come here to do it. Because he's too afraid to go out. It's a subway close by.
He could walk up in that subway with shades on. They wouldn't even know who he was.
Nope.
They'll think he about to rob them. Exactly. Who's this brother acting like this up here?
We don't know him.
Watch him.
Where's all of this coming from? Because I don't believe that publicity stunt y'all try to bring in Jesse.
Because you don't believe you really think something happened to Jesse too?
You know what I do, and I'm not the only one.
I know you're not. I know you're not, Nick.
I just like I guess I just give people the benefit of the doubt, and then I guess it's just some stuff I wouldn't do. So then you just be figuring, like, I'm not gonna act like I slept with somebody, and you know.
Because you're not a hoe to me.
And right, and I'm a slept with my best friend man to make some money. I'm just not gonna do that. I'll be thinking of my reputation.
Coach, we're talking about Nick.
Right, we're talking about me. We know you, so
we already know your coins would have been made already.
She a rat. I knew she was the first time I met her. All I needed was some Hennessy in the smoke, and she came. Yep. Been knocking her down.
Right. Dee Dee, what do you have next on your list? That another deep story about nobody.
It's not deep, but it is symbolic to this week. So 10 years ago today, we lost MJ.
Who's MJ?
What?
Michael Jackson?
Hang up. Yes.
He died today?
10 years ago.
Today. And
you sure it was today? You sure it wasn't 2 days ago? It was 2 days ago.
Oh, it was. My bad.
I was about to say it blew me off because my mom, today is the anniversary of my mom's death. That's why I'm like, what? Today it seemed like I would have known that. That's why I was acting like.
Okay, but Nick, how you gonna tell her not to make it sad and too deep? Don't make it too deep now.
She just went left with it.
You know, my mom died on this date. Right. You know, so
Right, but today is a good day for me because but some years be bad, and that's the thing when you work somewhere when you have to do dates,
yeah,
and you write it down, and you be instantly, you be like, but actually, I did okay today. Some years is better than others, but no, it wasn't a sad day because, like I always say to people, I was 11. That is young for your mom died, but I'm still grateful that nobody has to explain to me who my mom is. I knew her. I knew how much she loved me. I knew her personality. I know her favorite perfume. So there's some kids who lose their parents at 2 and never know them. So I'm just blessed that I knew my mom and how much she loved me. So thank you, Jesus. Grateful for that.
But
go ahead.
Glazed over the fact about the whole HBO special, and
HBO special on what?
About him, the people that he supposedly molested.
Oh my goodness!
Now I feel about that how you feel about Jesse, because if it was that poignant and you had that many facts and that many things stacked up, why did you not pursue it when you had the chance?
And the same group of people keep changing their stories and going back and forth. And then one of them commits suicide when Michael passed away because he felt,
One of their parents, one of their dads did.
Yeah.
But no, I don't.
But they had put a good spin on it, and they were talking about his 3 kids and how well they're doing. Like the oldest boy, Prince, he graduated from college this week.
Wow, good.
He wants to do music and producing.
Oh my goodness! I hope he don't get with 3T.
Man, whatever you do,
whatever you gotta leave Trio stars where they at. Don't mess with 3T.
Man. She done brought up 3T. Make a fool. Wow.
But Paris is a model, and she got a heck of a contract. Her contract is like Naomi Campbell level.
And she's pretty. I could see that.
And then the little boy that used to be called Blanket.
Little Blanket.
He's still in high school.
And I don't care what nobody says. Blanket look just like Michael Jackson.
I'm sorry. Yes, he does. He does.
Little Blanket. Oh, man. 10 years.
He was 50.
Wow. I still remember exactly where I was.
Me too.
Yep. Me too.
Going to teach a class, walked in the class.
Yep.
And somebody said, and I'm like, there's no way. That's not true.
I was doing the same thing. Remember?
Were we there together? Mm-hmm. And we were like devastated. Like it was people crying in the class. I mean, it was like some real.
I couldn't even concentrate.
Yeah. Oh, that was just wow.
I didn't take
and then I'll still argue with some people about, the guy going to jail and all that. I'm like, yes, he should go to jail. If Michael he's paying somebody to make sure he don't die. So he's saying he don't want to die. I'm paying you to watch me so I don't die. Right. I'm just trying to get some sleep. So yeah, he should be responsible. And he out there whispering.
Right. Bruh, what you supposed to be doing? You had one job.
Couldn't do it. 10 years. Wow. Time and flew.
It really has.
Okay, Coach, you got another story in the news?
I just had one. Oh, yes, this is what it was. So did y'all hear about Meek Mill?
No, what happened?
He is now the co-owner of Lids, the hat company.
Straight up.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Good for him.
That's it right there.
Good for him.
Need a break.
Did you guys read the article or the testimony of the grand jury from the lady who was the getaway driver for the Nipsey Hussle thing?
No. Didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, so she testified today. And so the whole shooting thing was because the guy was so offended, which it probably was true, because Nipsey called him a snitch and said he'd be snitching.
What, do we snitch?
He must.
Probably.
If he went through that.
Right. If you got to come back killing somebody because they said that. Hey, now let me ask you guys this. Did you guys see the BET Awards? Because I didn't. Okay. So
up. I saw from a point up. Yeah.
Okay, so did you see when they honored him and his mom said something?
Yes.
Okay. So now tell me what you got out of that, because somebody on Facebook was just like, she needs mental health. Something's wrong with her.
No.
And I was like, to me, like at the funeral, I was like, this lady is really at peace and calm and spiritual is what I got. But I want to know, because I don't do the awards, because I knew Cardi B was going to be on there winning, and, you know, I ain't got time for that.
That's when I joined. But anyway, so she was basically saying what transpired during the time when she got there. Like, the officer treated her and what he told her. He went and found information for her. It was like walking you through what happened. And she said when they told her he was gone, she looked at the officer's tag, his name tag. And his last name was, oh, shoot.
It don't matter. Go ahead.
No, the name meant something. It was like retribution, something like that. It meant like a biblical term.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, his whole name does.
And no, the officers.
Yes. You know what? I read resurrection, I think is what the officer's name. Oh, I thought that was his name. No. It meant that. Okay. No.
His name was Resurrection.
Okay.
So he was Hispanic. So she's like, I got peace right at that moment. And when he told me there's nothing I could do, I walked away. And I told everybody that was crying and wailing, it's fine. He's gone. We're going to move forward. She was totally calm. Like, you can tell, like, she wasn't starting to cry. She bossy as hell, but she wasn't starting to cry or nothing. Because when his dad tried to speak, she was trying to tell him, get closer. They can't hear you. He's like, stay on your side. I got this.
Right. That's why we ain't together now.
Exactly. We barely talk now. But to me, that sounded like a mother who had grieved, understood, loved, and now she's in a place of peace. She didn't sound crazy. She took for what she could. I mean, think about walking up on that, and you take about a good place, a good thing, versus the horror it could be.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, because I was devastated and mad that they posted the video.
Oh,
I know. That was,
that is so tacky.
And she didn't see him. That's one of the things she didn't. She said, they didn't allow me to even get close. I like that she remembered him as she last saw him versus the horror that could have been. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was deep. She went deep.
Yeah, she do. And was she long?
She was long.
See, that's the thing. She be too long. So that's why they tuned her out and didn't get the whole point. Because she do go long.
No, because people's minds be made up too. Like a made up mind will not allow you to hear certain things. Oh, that's because like I seen people like, she need God, you know what I'm saying? Need to stop worshiping the devil, just saying all this stuff. Like, yeah, people say stuff like that because the thing is, like, people who get so wrapped up in like religion and being super religious is that they don't understand that it takes a certain level of spirituality to truly have a relationship with God.
Right.
And with that mind,
religion.
Yeah, it's not just what this book says, especially a man-made book at that. You know, this is the gospel according to John. You know, this is John's interpretation of the gospel. You know what I'm saying? This is David's interpretation of the gospel. You know what I'm saying? So this is just meant for you to find.
Right, and there's other religions, because I would think that he was Muslim.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
But so he would be spiritual and be Muslim.
Right.
He can be spiritual and be anything.
But it's just like, it's so funny to me that people will find some negative
anything
in anything. They will just look for something negative to say. And then the part that really irritates me, especially if you on somebody's page, you know, why are you following somebody to have something mean to say?
There you go.
Now I gotta say to myself, I don't follow the people. I may tag them, but I'm not following them. I had a few things to say to Chloe and them this weekend, but I don't follow them. I wished I could come up with an app that I could put in people's name that I don't never want to come on my list. Y'all girl Cardi B. Whatever. I don't want to see her trying to talk with her new teeth and getting in the boyfriend stand that she wrote a song because she did one line. No, I don't. Any other news stories?
First of all, it'd be more than just Cardi. But anyway, I got to end on a up note. So this
good, we need
if you got one.
This little boy, this young teenager in oh my gosh.
She don't need to remember her stories.
I can't remember the country he was in. Algeria, excuse me. He was walking down the street, and there they don't have screens.
And so, ICE grabbed him.
Yeah, right.
He was on the correct side.
He was scratching a lottery.
Right.
And then he put a straight beeline down the alley. And then the car pulled up with the shotgun.
But in Algeria, he had walk down the street, and so they have their windows open a lot. Mm-hmm. The boy was on he was 2 years old. He was crawling age. He was crawling by the window. He happened to look up and hear the little boy like cooing or whatever. Baby crawled right out the window, and he caught him. And it was all caught on a surveillance camera.
And they put him in a bag and tied it up, and then the people found him. But
no, it's kind of sweet how they saw him. How they saw him catch it.
Now I need to feel. I feel like with Dee stories. Now I need to put allegedly. All these baby stories. What you doing? Look at. Wait, baby story. You Google baby story for your entertainment news.
I was just going down the list. Can't stand you, but I still love you.
Let me see. Crazy baby stories. Yeah. Oh, one in the bag. Ah, yeah. Write that down.
Literally.
Baby jumps out the window. Somebody catch him, all righty. But speaking of fine officers, I will say another story. They did show a guy, and he grabbed a baby. It was a fire.
Oh, really? You'll get the baby? Go ahead.
Yeah, and he got the child out first, and then got the grandmother out because they had ran to the basement, and the thing was burning down, and he saved them. And then I saw Dee Dee. You was on the scene. They interviewed Dee Dee. That's funny.
Whatever.
Tell them about the other baby. So let's go ahead and wrap everything up because it is wrap up time. Unless anybody got one more news story? I went through mine.
Nope. Unless we want to talk about Jesse.
Nope. All righty. Time for closing remarks. So, what are your closing remarks for the day, Dee Dee?
Mine's short and sweet.
I love babies.
Yep. Hashtag I love babies. I'm going to leave it at that.
That's all you got, Dee Dee, for your final remark?
Yep.
We know you love babies. Those are some beautiful stories, Dee Dee. Especially that baby who was in that bag. I'm glad that they heard and went out there to look. See how nosy people are? Mm-hmm. Because some people would have heard that and wouldn't even went out there.
No, for real.
Well, or they shooting out their window. It's a coyote or something back there.
Just strapped walking through the woods.
Right. Your closing remarks, Coach P?
I got a few, I just feel good, man. I ain't gonna lie, I feel good.
I'm glad.
The good vibes going. And I just want to leave y'all with a quote, from Nipsey.
Okay.
N-word, get your B, 'cause I be getting. Treat her like she want to be treated, but I ain't tricking. I feel that, like, with my heart.
I'm thinking it's about to be an inspiration.
It's
No.
the summer.
Right.
All right.
It's summer mind.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get what you want. I ain't tricking.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
So my closing remarks is, I think all of our some good stories and following the current events and just thanking everybody and appreciating everybody who listens to the show and continue to listen. I'll make sure that I'm more active on my on the Facebook page and the Instagram page. Please follow us at Nikki Nikki B and Friends on Facebook and Nikki B _and _friends. And that's all I really have to say. I appreciate everybody who listening and looking out. Again, thank you, Lead Buds, for sponsoring episode 41. Please look them up, LEETBUDS. Promo code is GMW to receive a special discount. And let me hurry up so we can close out because Coach P has been handling other business this entire episode of the show. He continues to mute out his mic, talking to somebody in the background. And so we don't want to hold him up anymore. Let me find our intro music so we can go ahead and end this. Thanks again, everybody, for watching, for listening to us. We do appreciate every single one of you.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Whatever. Nah, I ain't got my music ready.
Don't.
I don't like it.
Really?
Dang. Nikki about to start beatboxing.
No.
Or yell
Right.
at her son. One of them coming.
Or what?
Or yell at her son.